Okay, so we're gonna find the alternative for nginx. How can I say nginx load balancing and restart. So the only solution I find is the cloudflare on ipv6 with multiple A record, and let's start it. So basically, this is my setup for ipv6, 10 gigabit internet, 10 gigabit and NIC LAN port or something like that. And on the server side, this thing's so fast, okay? And I already test the speed, and in the CPU is not a problem. Maybe on the software side like nginx, because you're using the nginx and you're just gonna reverse proxy it to another server, and maybe my configuration is my that's why it loads so shit anyway. And like that, it keep loading if you just refresh it. So it's like bouncing, like I got an error on on like that, like some kind of error, like it's like URL like bouncing limit or like something like that, because if you refresh it, it go back to nginx, go back like that, something 10. You should be limiting that on 10 requests or something. You know what, let's forget it, because this is my setup that I make on nginx, and first server is like Apache. Just gonna go jump to the first server, second server, third server. That's how load balancing works. But we're gonna go to the easiest one because we're using ipv6. It's easy to maintain, and we can have our own unique IP address for each device. So we're gonna create only according to this prompt from Google AI. So Cloudflare, do the multiple instance of a record, your DNS server, before it's hitting the server anyway. This thing's so fast if you ask me. And without like nginx, like on the middle, you could be like way more faster. So you can have your main server just copying on those server, so like slave and master server type thing. You can make that one very easy if you ask me, and very straightforward because you're using ipv6 on